Chapter 4 is here and the best season of all time. I don't care if it's like the first day, best season of all time. But the most important part of the chapter is how we're gonna get a new storyline skin as the main character of the storyline in Chapter 4, which is Ageless, also known as Geno, voiced by Damien. Somehow same voice actor as Dennis.
And thus exposing all the secret sightings and hidden hauntings for your own nefarious purposes.
The Ageless name is because Geno has genetically turned himself immortal. He does not age, which is why he looks so young, good, and like kinda hot. But now let's fully explain who Ageless or Geno is and why exactly is he here. Starting with why is he called Ageless and not Geno? That is because this Geno is not the actual first ever Geno to exist. This is the snapshot of Geno, a duplicate made 1,000 years ago when Io just discovered the zero reality and started taking over it. 1,000 years ago, no one had modern weapons or technology as we have today. That is exactly the reason why we see the Io in this season being kind of like a medieval knight themed, with Geno, Juice and Midas all having king or knight skins. I said king because Geno is actually the king of this group, known by how he has a throne and he has a crown on his helmet. Before Io got full control on the loop and controlling the snapshot mechanic, every member on the Io got a snapshotted, including Midas, Juice, Geno and probably a Sloan. This original side of Io and the snapshots use the original first ever logo of the Io, and this logo only has the middle part of the Korean logo we have, showing to us how these other 6 logos around it might have been new sections of Io created in those 1,000 years. But if this is not the original Geno, what about the actual Geno then? Well, the actual Geno looks like this. He has made his hair shorter and now wears a black and gold armor, way more modern. He faked his death in the end of the Collision live event, hiding from the Seven to return in the future. That's exactly why this Geno is not named Geno and it is the Ageless. Because in the future, when Geno returns, we will get the actual original Geno skin that will be called Geno. They wanted to keep the actual name of Geno for like the actual character, not his snapshot. They just made him up like another name, then like Ageless, then like they can still keep Geno for the actual skin whenever it comes out. But the question now is, why is the snapshot of Geno even like here? Well, to understand that, let's go back to the last live event. The plan of Paradigm was to bring pieces of other realities which can be used to protect 0 Point from the last reality. Therefore, like, this doesn't happen again. Paradigm brought in Geno's snapshot with a lot of this material, which we're gonna talk about later. The reason why Paradigm went for the snapshot of Geno and not the actual Geno is because, again, the original Geno faked his death, leading to Paradigm thinking he's dead. But like, why even go for the Ageless then? Isn't he like the enemy of the Seven? Well, like, yes, but actually no. Don't forget that Io's main role was to protect the zero reality from beings like the last reality. And Io proved to us how they could do it way better than the Seven. I mean, like, just look at this. Now that the Seven have like no clue where they are or they're still captured, Paradigm alone has no chance to protect the 0 Point against the last reality. Therefore, she needs help to prepare. Who better to help than Geno, man who protected the 0 Point longer than anyone else? And most importantly, the person who knows how to use this material the best. This is Kinetic ore. Look at Kinetic as kind of like the vibranium of Fortnite. A rare material hardly found, but you can use it to make some of the most powerful things ever. Amy confirms to us how the material was not found in the last map, showing to us how Paradigm in the event was planning to bring this material from another reality, force 0 Point to just take a chunk of it and bring it into the new map so we can use it to make weapons. Basically letting us use this material to fight against the last reality. That's exactly why Paradigm said this in the live event.
I've done everything I can. This is your fight now.
She brought us the material we can use to fight against the last reality and the person who will help us turn this material into weapons, which is Geno. When she said it's your time, I think Paradigm was talking about either Amy or Geno. Maybe even possibly like both. Amy because she's planning to create herself a body with this material, which probably is gonna be like really cool. I can't wait for that skin. Probably coming maybe like next season's Battle Pass. Give me.
I might be able to build an experimental exoskeleton out of this ore!
And now going to Geno. Geno has one of the smartest engineers of all time, which is Jules' snapshot, and he got like an army of people to fight for him. Even a snapshot of like the mastermind himself. The Geno group have been starting to find and mine this kinetic ore out. This ore is being used to create mobilities that hover, weapons like the sword launcher and like the coolest weapon in this game. And even like defensive armor. The reason why Geno's armor spawns on him and like connects piece by piece like a way cooler Iron Man is because of this material. This material absorbs kinetic energy and turns it into whatever energy you want. Just like how vibranium in Marvel absorbs vibration and does cool things with it. So like yeah, Kinetic is just really inspired by vibranium. Fortnite even kind of like confirms it. And Kinetic or like Vibranium 2.0 is our way to fight against the last reality. So expect a lot of weapons, armor, vehicles, just everything to be made out of this material. Wakanda 2.0 or something, I don't know. Another reason why Paradigm bought Kinetic here is because of the 0 point. In the past, 0 point had protection from both top and bottom with like 2 different islands. Now that there is only a single island, that leads to the bottom of the island being defenseless, letting anyone, even the last reality, to just simply go under the map and grab the 0 point. But Paradigm was smart. She took like shit ton of this kinetic ore and smashed it under the 0 point, creating a huge mountain of rocks under the island, meaning that no one can even think about reaching the 0 point from the bottom anymore. The only way to reach the 0 point is from the top. Paradigm is a goddamn smartass. But wait, I keep saying Jules and Midas's snapshots working with the Ageless. How do I exactly know that? That's because if you forgot, Midas and his family used to be with the IO as well. So 1,000 years ago when Geno got a snapshot, Midas and Jules did as well, with the same knight armor they used 1,000 years ago. Seems like these origins snapshots stayed together forever, meaning yes, just like how a snapshot Jules is here helping Geno, Midas Rex is here as well, and he is with Geno. So like yeah, we finally have Midas back, but like not the actual one, just like a snapshot. Midas Rex, him, just him. Do you see that? Him. But wait, if I have him stuck in a box, how the hell is he gonna come back to the game? I have him here. Maybe subscribe till we reach 5,000, then it's gonna be free. Do it. Now to the plans of the Ageless. He will keep mining this kinetic ore material and create weapons and as much protection as possible to fight against the last reality. And he will restore the control of the IO on the island once more. I'm not really sure if Amy will be on his side or not, but I do know that when the 7 find out about Paradigm working with the IO once more, they're gonna be like really pissed. Even more than last time, even though Paradigm did the right thing. So use code Scyan in the item shop while simping on Geno and like enjoying this like beautiful, gorgeous, like god, those graphics. This season's graphics are the best.